Is that? Lubida. And is there? ¿Cómo? Ajá. Te resbalaste. Wow. Hey, Mr. What cruise line do you use? What cruise line do you use? What cruise line?
Good afternoon, everyone. It's 12:01
Because
on this, the 16th day of December, 2022. And I call this meeting of the Laredo College Board of Trustees to order. If I can have Mr. Delgado say the prayer, and then Judge Martinez, can you say the pledge of allegiance for us? Please rise.
As we are blessed with another day to be together, I kindly and respectfully ask that we pause for a moment of silence to reflect, to meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activity for those lives that have been lost within our community and within our Laredo College family, for those that have served heroically for this nation, and those that were taken too soon. Loving and gracious God, you are indeed the giver of all good gifts, and we thank you today for all your blessings, for the successful outcomes of our college events, for our faculty, for our staff, and most importantly, our students. We ask that you bless them abundantly, and we continue to seek your wisdom, your guidance, courage, and your strength. Be with us in our deliberations and help us to be wise in the decisions that we make for the good of all those who have placed their trust and, most importantly, their confidence in our leadership. Grant us the insight to lead with integrity so that our decisions may reflect what is right and what is good. And help us to make the decisions that are for the good of all those and guard us from blind self-interest. Dear Lord, grant us the humility to always seek your will in all that we do and all that we say. Amen.
Amen.
Congratulations to the flag of the United States of America.
Thank you, gentlemen. If I can have Mrs. Ramos do the roll call, please.
Yes, ma'am. Lupita Cepeda,
Present.
Jorge J. Delgado,
Present.
Jackie Levin Ramos present, Erica Benavides Garcia,
Present.
Dr. Henry Escaranza, Mercurio Martinez Jr., Esteban Rangel, absent, Karina Elizondo, absent, Tita Cantuvela,
Present.
you have a quorum, ma'am.
Thank you. Next item that we have is approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting of November 3rd, 2022, and canvassing election returns of November 16th. Do I have a motion to approve?
Second.
By Mrs. Ramos, is second by Mr. Delgado and Mr. Martinez. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Do we have any public testimony? None. Thank you. Next item that we have is recognition, introduction of personnel and new personnel actions for the month. First one is Emergency Medical Services Student Club First Annual The Muddy Amigos Mud Run, Mr. Manuel Ramirez.
Good afternoon, Manuel Ramirez for the record.
Good afternoon, Cynthia San Miguel, EMS student and treasurer of EMS Club. Good afternoon, Daniela Pineda, EMS student, secretary, EMS.
Good afternoon, I'm Jesse Romero, I'm an EMS student and the EMS Club president.
Good afternoon, my name is Amanda Molyneux and I'm an EMS student.
Good afternoon, my name is Mauro Ramon, EMS instructor.
Herbert Serna, Lab Coordinator.
Good afternoon, Gregorio Salas, EMS Instructor and Club Advisor.
Madam President, Board of Trustees, Dr. Ramirez, LC President, and College Administration, faculty and staff. We're here to inform you that the EMS program Student Club hosted our first annual Muddy Amigos run on November the 5th. This event was spearheaded by the EMS Club and the club advisor, Mr. Gregorio Salas. The EMS students and faculty volunteered their time to prepare the path of the race. Our mud run t-shirt was designed by our fellow student, Ms. Stephanie Vega. That's the shirt that she designed. Proceeds for this event will be used for the creation of an EMS scholarship fund for our students, to purchase 2 Nintendo Switches to be donated to the Laredo Medical Center and to Doctors Hospital to create a game room for their patients. And we will donate $1,000 to the Family for Autism Support and Awareness on Monday, December 19th during our pinning ceremony. So I'll be showing you pictures of what we taken throughout the time frame that they prepared the path. All this was student-led, student-driven. Faculty just was more of a supportive role that they had. It is our responsibility not just to educate our students on how to manage and treat patients when they're ill or injured, but also to instill in our students the importance of providing community service and assisting organizations that provide services or assistance to our residents. The success of this event wouldn't have been possible without the assistance of the following departments: College Administration, Safety, Mr. Cano and Ms. Arredondo, Office of Student Life, Mr. Carolino Castillo, Media, Public Relations, Campus Police, Environmental Center, Physical Plant. We also had donors from the community that assisted us with the event. We had the Laredo Fire Union, Priority EMS, MedPoint Urgent Care Center. We also had booths on the event, and they were from the medical office assistant, radiology technology, and licensed vocational nurse that they had clubs that day of the event, and also Zapata County Fire Department. We look forward to your continued support and invite you to participate in next year's mud run. On behalf of the EMS program students, we wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great pictures.
No.
How many in total did you have that day?
It was about 24.
Very good.
About 24 participants,
Participants?
children and
Yeah.
adults.
Yeah, I know that.
Can you share some of these pictures with me? Because some of my employees don't have their shirts tucked in.
Yes, sir.
Supervisor.
Madam Chair, I was here that morning to witness what they were doing, and it was an incredible opportunity for the students and certainly for the people that came to the mud run. A mud run is not an easy thing to organize because it requires a great deal of water. And that was difficult. It really was, because as you know, we've been under some water conservation restrictions, and so they met their challenges and they were able to succeed anyway, and have a successful morning. It was very nice, very well attended, and the t-shirts are great. I wear mine all the time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any board member wants to say?
It looks like fun.
So
Great
next
job.
year, hopefully y'all can join us and, you know.
Yeah. We can mud walk.
I can watch from the side.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
The chair recognizes Esteban Rangel in attendance. Thank you for joining us. Do y'all want to take a picture?
That would be great. Yes. Yes. All right. You all want to come up?
The next item we have is 5B, Adult Education and Literacy Award, Ms. Sandra Cortez.
Sandra Cortez, Dean of Community Ed. Good afternoon, board members, Madam President, Dr. Nita. Thank you for having us here today. Yes, Laredo College Adult Education and Literacy was awarded second place and a $50,000 check that you see here in the Best in Class category at the recent Texas Workforce Annual Conference. This recognition was awarded to the top 3 programs out of 31 grantees throughout the state that met their measurable skills gains performance measures. These measures include exceeding student progress targets, students completing skills trainings that award an industry recognized credential, and total enrollment. And this is the team, the group that has made it possible, has made the many accomplishments that Adult Ed has made with our student population throughout the years. We serve about 1,200 students per year. The grant that we receive is a little bit over 1.1 million on an annual basis. We do have to compete for that grant. This year is our 5th year, but the state has extended it 1 additional year without competing for it because of internal things that they had to do with the state. So we're glad that we didn't have to write a grant this year, but we will the following year for the following 4 years. But this is a great award that and recognition. And yes, Ms. Cepeda was present for that because she was at the conference. So I'd like to really congratulate, and I'm very proud of this group because we do serve a very much needed population that needs the ESL, GED, skills training, and everything is at no cost to them. So congratulations. And I would like a picture as well. Because their name, please.
If I might add, while you all organize, if the new funding formula comes through, that is being proposed in the next legislative session, all those 1,200 students that they work with, that are considered quote unquote non-credit, and I use that very lightly, will be able to be funded also through the state. So it's going to be very important for us as we move forward in being very cognizant of the services that we provide through our workforce community program, because every single one of those individuals' lives is completely changed after they come through our doors. So thank you all to the team. You all have done an amazing job.
Thank you, Dr.
Chair recognizes Dr. Carranza.
First, let me say I'm very grateful and just to see you standing there, all of you. I remember when we started this way back there in the 80s, I forget, and I was on the board then. Dr. Cantu was the one that created this program. And we first didn't think it was gonna go anywhere, but we kept at it, we hammer at it, and there you are.
Thank you, yes, thank you.
Congratulations. Anybody else? Picture time. So congratulations again. I was there I serve on the workforce board of directors, so I was very honored and proud to see that Laredo College was able to get $50,000. Yay. Thank you again. Our next item is 5C, Student Success Acceleration Program Implementation Grant. Dr. Elizabeth Rodriguez and Dr. Veronica Martinez.
Marisela Rodriguez Tijerina, Provost Vice President of Academic Affairs. Unfortunately, Dr. Elizabeth Rodriguez, Dean of Academic and Innovation, could not be here. I certainly want to commend her and Dr. Veronica Martinez on a great announcement that we have, that we received great news from the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, but I'll let Dr. Veronica speak of it more in detail, but they both worked very hard for this announcement.
Good afternoon, everybody, board members, President Ramirez, administration, and guests. Dr. Veronica Martinez, AVP of Planning and Institutional Effectiveness, for the record. Earlier this year, during the summer, we attended a conference in South Padre, and I promise we went to the conference. And we learned of a grant opportunity that would really benefit our students. So unfortunately, the deadline to apply was 3 days away, right? So on our drive back home, Dr. Rodriguez drove and I typed on my computer and we got the grant application completed, submitted the following Monday. So we're excited to learn that the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board selected Laredo College to receive the Student Success Acceleration Program Implementation Grant for a total amount of $300,000. Wow. Yes. And these funds will be used to enhance student and faculty engagement in our Center of Learning, Academic and Student Success, which we lovingly call CLASS. And multiple research studies have shown that, and we have solid findings that student and faculty interaction outside of the classroom is a very powerful experience that leads to student success. And so that is what we're focusing on with this grant and with all the initiatives that are going to follow through this grant. So it's not only Dr. Rodriguez and myself, but there's a whole team that will work to make sure that this is implemented and benefits our students. So we're honored that Laredo College was selected to receive this grant. We're excited to work with our colleagues to implement these initiatives that will support student success and retention. So thank you for your support and for the college administration support.
Congratulations. Thank you.
And I can vouch, they Zoomed me that night and they were calling me on the road and I said, ladies, you all have to be careful, but they were so excited knowing the crunch of time, but also the passion and the commitment that these ladies have to fulfill a new initiative that we have, which is CLASS, to bring in faculty at the library and work hand in hand. And we will, in the future, give some results. It's been very positive feedback of students appreciating that faculty are visible in a social hub, or, well, not social, academic hub, right? But we also want to invite the board on January 23rd. We will be doing a press conference on this grant. You will get the invite before we leave on break, and it will be at 9 o'clock at the Falcon Bank. I mean, Falcon, what am I saying? Falcon Executive Center. Thinking of money, right? Making sure the money's deposited, right? Anyhow, again, we're very proud and we look forward to this amazing initiative. Just keeps growing and again, with the efforts that we have as a team, I'm very grateful for it. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Next item that we have is 5D, introduction of personnel actions. Dr. Benita Ramirez.
Yes, Madam Chair, we are fortunate that we've been able to make some new hires and some of our internal folks have applied for positions, and so we have a few promotions to announce. I'll start with Ms. Joanna Santillan in the she's now the Public Relations Specialist 2. She's in our marketing department. Joanna? She's no stranger to this boardroom for sure. Nora Sandoval, she's Administrative Assistant 1 in the Student Success and Support Services. Nora too has devoted her, I think, entire life to Laredo College, so thank you, Nora. Another promotion, Mr. Ramiro Rodriguez Jr., he's now a program analyst. Is Ramiro here? There you are. And another promotion, Ms. Rina Benavides, Workforce Development Coordinator. Rina, where are you? Rina has also been a long time, she's as a student and as an employee of Laredo College, so we're really excited to announce her promotion. New hires, we have Christian A. Ocampo, which you all have met. Christian, we're very happy that you're here. He's the Public Relations Specialist 1 in our marketing department and doing a fabulous job. Oscar A. Perez is now a recruiter. Oscar, welcome to the team. And Ana Karen Granados, who's also a new recruiter in our Office of Recruitment and we have two people that couldn't join us today. Mr. Juan P. Garcia Jr., better known as JP, is moving to an advising coordinator, and Alejandro Soto, who is now a theater aide, but they couldn't be here today, but we'll announce their names anyway. So thank you all very much.
Congratulations to everybody and welcome to the Laredo College family. I know Christian, I met him when he first got back to Laredo with Laredo Morning Times. So welcome, and we're here to help whenever y'all need. Let us know. Thank you. Any other comment? Thank you, Dr. Ramirez. Next item I have is the Faculty Senate report. Mr. Cash Masahani. No.
Good afternoon. For the record, for Cash Manson, faculty, Senate President, and Professor of Government, for the record. Before I begin the short items on the report that we have here, I do want to take a quick moment. And before I start, good evening, Madam President, Presidents, and Vice President and Administration staff and faculty, and students alike. But before I started the report, I just wanted to take a moment on behalf of our Faculty Senate to congratulate our newest board member on her successful election. Ms. Benavides Garcia, congratulations, and the Faculty Senate and all of us I know look forward to working with you. I also want to congratulate Mr. Martinez, Judge, for your reelection. And again, as I said, we continue to be excited to work with the entire board, as well as those that were elected or reelected. We're very excited. And I think I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to thank Dr. Carranza for his tenure as a board member at this college, his commitment to the institution. And I think we're always very, especially proud of those who have served as faculty, then go into the board and bring in that perspective as well. And of course, we're proud of all of our board members and happy to work with all of them, but especially proud as a former faculty member to see you amongst our ranks, as there are others as well. So Godspeed to you and your journey ahead as well. And very quickly, I also want to congratulate and thank, if you will, the folks in the adult education, as well as Dr. Rodriguez, Dr. Rodriguez, and Dr. Martinez for your work in securing those incredibly amazing grants that I know will help us continue and promote student success at the college. So we look forward to seeing what we can do with that. All right, so I'll make the report itself pretty short. You already know our team. Unfortunately, our secretary and vice president could not be here this morning. I just wanted to give the Senate an idea of the things that we've discussed before, of course, that we previously worked on. Our goals this semester included a variety of things. Some of you all were there. We had our candidate forums. And I think I'm very proud of those forums because in one of those forums, we had, I guess you could say, if there were 9 candidates, I'm thinking, or there were 7, we had about 8 out of 9 or 7 out of 9, I forget which one it was, but we were only missing one candidate at one of the Senate forums, which is the one there where we're all on stage at the top right. And we had several board members attend as well. And our forums were really insightful. And what we'll do is we'll share the videos with the folks so they can take a look at those. But I'm also especially proud of the group at the bottom right, because if you'll look closely, you'll see students in there. And that forum that we held was put together by students who never spent that much time, if any time at all, in front of a stage or in front of an audience, excuse me. And so they did really well, and we're especially proud of them. And to be able to work with students on the goes is an incredible opportunity. Those are some of the pictures you've seen before as well of our forum. You can see some of the groups that are here today as well. So we're very excited about that work. The committees we've talked about, the forum will follow up on that later. I do want to make a note real quick that the faculty has also worked through the Center of Teaching Excellence and Learning, not only to offer workshops to faculty, but we've had hundreds of faculty under the leadership of Dr. Rodriguez take a number of workshops. These are the 3 workshops that they had to take, at least in our center. There were additional workshops through the e-learning center. But in these workshops, we were able to bring the knowledge that we at the Center of Teaching Excellence and Learning have learned throughout our travel throughout the country, Boston, Atlanta, New Orleans, and for the sole purpose of bringing back ideas to help our faculty engage with their students. And some of the topics that we covered in these workshops included engaging our students more effectively, using the art of pedagogy to do things in the classroom that we otherwise have difficulty sometimes doing, being able to reach out to all of our students in ways that we haven't reached out before. Like, for example, now we're getting faculty, I'm not saying that we didn't do it before, but getting faculty to think about how to meet the needs of students even before they meet them. I know we talked about that in the past, but now we're actually doing that. And that involves designing courses to meet the needs of students that, again, we haven't even met yet. So that when students come to your class, they feel included. They don't all have to go out and find some kind of accommodation, although they may still need those, obviously, but they don't feel like that their needs aren't being met. In that particular genre, we also took a look at equity and making sure that we're able to address students correctly, not only through their preferred name, but sometimes as well as their preferred pronoun. And that's something we looked at into as well. And one of the big things that CTEL, the Center of Teaching Excellence and Learning, looked into so that other initiatives that are coming down the pipeline will follow through is open resources and beginning to help faculty take those first steps, for those who haven't, into adopting textbooks that cost students no money at all. And joining those students with students and faculty across the nation committed to the principle of no-cost textbooks that are created by the same people who create the for-cost books, which are faculty. So that's something we're very proud of taking some first steps in. And a number of other things, technology that students can use in the classroom. So we're proud of the efforts there. We had, like I said, hundreds of faculty, both full-time adjunct and dual at our partner institutions, take those. Just a quick note, our faculty senate continues to issue newsletters to our faculty about the various issues that are going on campus. And I would mention just here real quick, as you can see, the Faculty Senate awarded Linda Ramirez, who's an associate professor of business management, as the faculty member of the month. She's not here today, but I do want to congratulate Ms. Linda for receiving that recognition, as she has worked across the institution in the curriculum committee, in the pathways committee, in the Center of Teaching Excellence and Learning, as a leader of her program in business management, as an advisor. And so I was very proud to recognize Linda's efforts, Ms. Ramirez's efforts in the classroom. Some of y'all know her personally, but we'll bring her before the board next time to give her due recognition. Really quickly, we had our faculty mixer, and I want to thank Dr. Ramirez and Dr. Rodriguez for supporting that mixer. It gave us an opportunity to sit down with the administration, with fellow faculty, to really kind of roll the sleeves up, and or maybe not roll the sleeves up, but let our hair down, so to speak, and just have informal conversations about the state of our college, or to just kick back and enjoy something well-deserved. And we did meet with a couple of deans and other individuals, and we just had a wonderful time. And I know that Dr. Ramirez was hoping she could be there, but she's also working diligently so that we can have those opportunities, and I know Dr. Rodriguez as well. So thank you for your support. We look forward to having those events. They may not seem all that important. Mixer, what's that? Why are you telling us about? It's important for there to be those opportunities for faculty to get together with other folks in the institution and be able to talk, I wouldn't say off the record, but without all the pressure that a meeting or a committee might. And it helps build relationships, and it helps people understand each other on a different level, so that when the high pressure meetings come in, maybe we can have a little bit of an ease, say, hey, well, we know each other. And last but not least, for today, I do want to announce that the Faculty Senate, and I just worked with Dr. Ramirez and Dr. Tiquina on this initiative, which is we just reached out to the Sister Maria Valdez, which is from the Sacred Heart Children's Home. And the Faculty Senate is currently working on hopefully what will be a campus-wide drive, a backpack drive, because this is exactly what the sisters at the Sacred Heart Children's Home are asking for, and they're asking for backpacks that can last for a while. And they do have a number of children there, so we're hoping that we can announce that a little bit later and some more of the details, so that people across the campus can donate to this, what I would say, the worthy initiative. On a personal note, and I hate to take this podium and turn it into a personal note, but this particular cause, although it should have been initiated just by sheer want to help, which it is, we're always looking for opportunities to do more, but also this particular institution, the Sacred Heart Children's Home, was a very important cause to my father, who just lost his battle to cancer, which was November 11th. So it gave me the idea, like, how can I use my position to kind of help do his mission, but also bring our institution in an opportunity that will help others. So that's kind of where the idea came from. I talked to the faculty, they like it. I talked to the administration, they like it. So we're going to continue that issue, and we hope that every semester we can do something like that for the children and for other people who are in need. And so we look forward to working with other institutions across the campus to push that cause forward. And last, I would say I look forward to seeing you all tonight at the winter dance at La Posada. So thank you for the opportunity to provide my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Cash.
Thank you.
On behalf of Mr. Martinez and I, we serve on the Sacred Heart Children's Home Board of Directors. Thank you for honoring your dad that way. And thank you to the staff and everybody for donating to the Sacred Heart. These sisters work very hard at that location, to be sure to take care of the children and make sure that the children have everything that they need. So thank you.
I appreciate that, and hopefully we'll reach out from the offices so that we can make that contribution even more meaningful by kind of organizing together. So
Sure.
we'll stay in touch. Thank you.
And on behalf of the College Board, thank you for the report.
Thank you for allowing me to give the report.
Chair recognizes Mr. Delgado.
The backpack drive, that's something you're starting. That's not something that finished, correct?
No, this is only in its early stages. So of course the idea was to complete it by Christmas, but it probably will take a bit longer than that. But
If you can send me information.
absolutely.
I'll try to see what I can do to get at least 20 backpacks for you.
Yeah, and I think for the record, I think what we're trying to do is work with partner wholesalers
Okay.
to be able to buy in bulk, so that we can reduce the cost and then turn it into, okay, we're going to raise the money,
purchase those backpacks in bulk and then be able to donate them directly to the sisters and to the children for their use. But yeah, just trying to make sure they're durable, because that was about the requirement that they be durable. And I know I took it to faculty and it turned into this whole essay paper about what does durable mean? And I'm like, I went to Dr. Rodriguez and I said, with respect, leave it to the faculty to take this and tear it apart and dissect it. But it's for the good. It's for the good. It's so that we can be more effective in delivering something that people need. So yes, we'll follow through and I'll work with the president's office to do so. Awesome.
Thank you. Anybody else?
If I may add one more thing to the Faculty Senate, Madam Chair, about 2 months ago, Cash and I sat down and had a conversation about what were a couple of the things that we could do very quickly to help and support the Faculty Senate or the faculty in general. And one of the ideas was if we could go back to designating some parking spaces specifically for faculty. And I'm happy to report that we did. When we resurfaced the parking lot on the other side of Memorial Hall, we designated about 25 spaces. It's 2 whole rows of spaces that now have the signage on them and dedicated for faculty parking. So I did want to bring that to your all's attention in case anybody asks or questions. So thank you to our physical plant department for doing that, but I told them and they went to work on it right away and it's been completed.
Thank you so much for that. I would say the faculty used to have a parking lot behind the library, and when those constructions changed, that parking lot got lost. And so for the faculty working in Laredo Hall and Memorial, Laredo Hall and Memorial, that was particularly useful for them. And people across the campus with all the parking going on, the repairs, it's all very useful. So thank you very much, Madam President. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Next item is the Associated Student Organization Report. Ms. Maricela Lopez.
Good afternoon, board members, President Dr. Manita, administrators, and guests. My name is Maricela Lopez. I'm the president of the Associate Student Organization, for the record, and today I'm going to present the students' activities. Okay, on November the 8th, we have a presentation named Life Consequences. It was hosted by, the presentator names was Ethan Fisher. He gave a great presentation on mental health and the importance of making good choices in our lives. We also had the next day of fulfilling my academy purpose presentation through his experience at the Global Center for the Professional Development and Excellence. He got to know his students and their goals while highlighting the steps necessary to achieve his academic goals. Okay. We also had a training which was named Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. This was the presentator name was Kira Madison. She spoke about the diversity in our surroundings, how we need to be equity to all and lasting to inclusion, how us as officers and students can be inclusive to our campus, to our LC community. Here's some pictures. We also had that this activity was hosted by Student Life. It was Christmas cookie decorations. We had a good time because we were like laughing so hard because our cookies were like a little bit kind of crooked. They didn't came like that perfect. We also had this faculty / staff versus student volleyball game. It wasn't like a volleyball game. It also was like a basketball tournament thing. We had a good fun. It was fun. And since we were like since we didn't have like a lot of staff members, so we just like split up and like we all won. Like yeah, we all won. Yeah. When we, ASO went to the LC Posada and at the South Campus, we had a lot of fun. I personally, I didn't remember the matachines and all that. I just remember all. It was good. It was good. We had a good time. And lastly, we had the tamalada. It was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 days ago. I was in December the 14th. We also had a good time. I didn't take a lot of pictures because like we all just went to the tamales and back to our exams, right? And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the report.
That is my motion.
Okay, so I have a motion by Mr. Martinez. And I have a second by Mr. Rangel. Before we proceed, or I want to discuss 8D as in David. I'd like to defer that item to go to, first we need to discuss it in policy procedures first before it comes back.
And we also need to pull out 8C because we have not gotten that guaranteed maximum price. So 8C and 8D.
So that would be 8AC, 8D, and is that it, Madam Chair?
Everything else should be okay.
Okay, then I amend my motion, with the exception of 8C and 8D. All the others items from 8A through 8L be formally approved.
Okay, discussion, Chair recognizes Mr. Delgado.
I wanted to discuss 8B with Mr. Vela. I know we asked some questions in committee in regards to the cost of this particular project.
Yes.
I don't know if you're gonna get that information.
Yes, Cesar Vela, VP of Finance, for the record. Mr. Delgado, we did get the square footage cost for that project. For the Ruben Garcia project, the square footage cost is $29.21.
And how did that compare to other projects?
Compared to the standing seam metal roof restoration at the South Campus, that cost $24.68. There is a difference in scope of work between the two projects. Again, the price for this one amounts to $29.21 per square footage, and the projects that were done at the South Campus is $24.68.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Any other discussion? So all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Next item is discussion and possible action, number 9A, election of board officers as per BCA legal, board internal organization, board officers and official. Ms. Lupita Cepeda. It's time to pick officers again for the next 2 years. We normally do it in our last December meeting. So do I have a motion for officers? Chair recognizes Ms. Vela. Mr. Vela. Oh, excuse me. Yes, Mr.
Nominations.
Nominations. No. Do we have any nominations? I'm sorry, did I say it wrong?
Yes.
Sorry.
If I may,
Chair recognizes Mr. Muir.
So at this point, the Board of Trustees could nominate an officer, nominate a slate. And once all nominations are in, then the nomination process is closed and votes are taken.
Okay, thank you. So Chair recognizes Mrs. Vela.
Yes, I'd like to nominate Lupita Cepeda, President, JD Delgado, Vice President, and Jackie Levin Ramos as Secretary. Having served on the board for 8 years, I feel that I have all my trust in them. They've listened, and they have been very, very good leaders. So I highly nominate.
Thank you, Mrs. Vela.
Appreciate your confidence.
Second that motion.
Okay, so I have a motion, I have a second by Mr. Martinez. Do I have any other nominations? None heard, any discussion? So I call for the vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. President, Mr. President,
Thank you.
Yes, sir. The chair recognizes Dr. Carranza.
I abstain
Okay.
because I have.
Dr. Carranza abstains. But we have a quorum, so.
Yeah.
Yes, Chair recognizes Mr. Ramos for a comment. Had to think about it.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Ms. Vela and Judge Martinez and the rest of the board for having the confidence in me to continue to serve as an officer. I'm rounding up my 8 year, yes. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I work for you all, and I know that we together as a family, we work very well together. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Chair recognizes Mr. Delgado.
Yeah, definitely, I did all those sentiments by Ms. Ramos. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for the vote of confidence to allow me to lead from this position, and of course, thanks to the leadership of not only Ms. Cepeda, but also Dr. Ramirez, definitely grateful to be a part of this LC family, so thank you.
So thank you, Mrs. Vela and Mr. Martinez for the vote of confidence. I look forward to continue working for you all. I've only been here 4 years, so I got 2 more years to go to complete my 6 years. But I'll continue giving it my all, representing all of you at everywhere I go. So thank you again for your confidence. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next item is 9B, annexation of new property which has been annexed by the city of Laredo. Mr. Cesar Vela.
Yes, good afternoon, Madam President, members of the board, Dr. Ramirez. Cesar Vela, VP of Finance and Administration for the record. This afternoon, we're asking the board to approve the properties that were annexed by the city of Laredo by approving the attached resolution that's included with your board packet. We have 4 tracts of land that were annexed by the city this past June. The information is included in your packet, the meets and bound information, although the description of those properties are included in your packet. We do have a motion that needs to be read out loud, and I believe Mr. Muir will provide the motion for that.
Thank you, ma'am. Recognized, Madam Chair.
Chair recognizes Mr. Muir.
Madam Chair and board members, the motion is fairly straightforward. Could move to approve of the annexation of property that is referenced in the resolutions before you for community college purposes.
So move. Second.
So I have a motion by Mr. Rangel, and I have a second by Mr. Delgado. Any discussion?
Oh, ma'am.
Do I need to read anything? No?
No.
Okay. So all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Redla. Next item I have is 9C, adopt a revised resolution supporting Intertrade Brokers, LC, application to become a usage-driven foreign trade zone, number 94, designation located at 101 North American Industrial Park, Laredo, Texas, 78045, North American Industrial Park, Block 4, Lot 1, Phase 1. Dr. Benita Ramirez.
Yes, Madam Chair, we were advised that this particular item we had already approved some time back. There is a reduction in the amount of space that is being requested to be given this tax abatement foreign trade zone. So in essence, we're reducing the square footage that would qualify under this particular exception. So I don't know if anybody has any more questions. I don't know if I explained that enough to you all. Well. Not exactly.
Motion to approve.
Second, okay, so I have a motion by Mr. Rangel, I have a second by Mrs. Ramos. Any discussion? None heard? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So I have Mr. Delgado to abstain from voting.
I abstain.
I have Mr. Martinez abstaining as well. So that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So. I have, oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Oh, are you voting for the? That's 6. Okay, so motion passes. Next item is the information item, appointment of board committees.
No, ma'am, thank you.
Oh,
No.
oh, sorry,
90.
I got ahead, 90. Status of Laredo College District Board members required trainings as per Texas Education Code, section 61.084, Texas Government Code 551.005, and 2054.5191, and legal policies BBD legal, board members orientation and training, and BI legal reports. Dr. Minita Ramirez.
Yes, Madam Chair, we have a little diagram of who's still missing some of the required trainings. We'll be happy to assist. Just to let you all know, we are planning for our new board members in January, a little orientation by the different departments. And so we'll get with the new board members and actually get to their trainings as well. In addition, some of the board members still are pending the cybersecurity training that is required by law. So just a reminder, we still have a little bit of time, but it is required of everyone on the board to have these trainings. So if you can maybe over the holidays, give it some attention, or if you need our help or support, we'd be happy to provide that. Thank you.
Chair recognizes Mrs. Vela.
I took it yesterday. Okay, great. Thank you.
You don't need an action for this, right?
No, it's just
No.
information.
It's information, but everybody has taken it. Correct?
We're missing Caritas. We're missing
2. Oh, there we go.
1.
I took it.
And then the newly elected.
It's just Mr. Martinez, the 2 new ones, Karina. And he already took it. I took it.
Actually, I think Ms. Diablo, it will be for the next cycle,
Right,
but not the no before.
right,
You might want to check because the no before usually it's a cycle for the year, right?
correct,
She's not here yet, so.
right.
So we're still missing 2.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So there's no action to be taken.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So now I can go to the information items. Next item is 10A, appointment of board committees. I looked at all, I did send out, Elizabeth was very nice to me and sent out a request for each board member to request what they'd like to do. And by looking at it, it looks like everybody would like to pretty much stay the same like they did before. Like for the building committee, I have Esteban Rangel still wanting to be there. I have myself. I have Mr. Martinez. Is that correct?
Yes. Correct.
Anyone else? I don't see. Oh, and Mr. JD Delgado. Okay, so on appointing the committee chair, it would be Mr. Martinez. Would you be chairing the building committee?
Be happy to, thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome. So it'll be Mr. Martinez, Mr. Rangel, JD Delgado, and myself. On the Finance and Audit Committee, I have Mr. Delgado, I have Karina, I have Ms. Vela, and I have Mr. Rangel. Is that correct?
Yes.
Anyone else? You'd like to stay there?
Yes.
You want me to move you?
I want to stay there too.
Okay, so JD Delgado will continue to be the committee chair. And everybody else that I mentioned will be on the Finance and Audit Committee.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
So it'll be Mr. Delgado, Ms. Elizondo, Mr. Rangel, and who is the fourth?
Me.
Oh,
Mrs. Vela.
Okay,
The program, and I'm sorry, I'm having to read this because I forgot my list at home. Program Policy Committee. I have Ms. Jackie Levin Ramos. I have Ms. Vela, I have Mr. Martinez, Erica Benavides Garcia, Cindy Liendo.
That's 5.
That's 5, so I'll only need 4, so,
I
Uh,
can get it. I can get it.
okay. So I'll appoint, Jackie Levin Ramos as the chair. And it'll be Erica Benavides Garcia. Who else did I say? Ms. Liendo
Mr. Martinez.
and Mr. Martinez, did you want to serve on that one? On the program policy? Okay, so it'll be those 4. The Student Success Committee. I have, Ms. Erica Benavides Garcia would like to have it first choice. And then I have, myself, Jackie Levin Ramos. I also have Karina. The third choice, Esteban Rangel and Cindy Liendo. So I'll appoint Erica Benavides Garcia as the chair. And then, I'll join.
I'll get out.
No, because you,
Yeah, that's too many.
Yeah.
but that's just 2.
No, they're gonna be in you.
Yeah, but,
I have
so that's 3, so I still need 1 more.
Erica, you,
I have Erica, myself,
and Cody.
So you're serving on 2 already?
Yeah, I'm on to that.
And Cody.
I'm very on to already. I'm in building it.
And Cody, and Cody. Yeah.
so Cindy wants it too.
I'll fill on that.
I'll serve as, ad hoc. So that will leave Erica, Cindy, Jackie, and I'd be ad hoc, right?
Yeah, and Karina.
Oh, Karina. And Karina.
I mean, she can decide if she doesn't want to stay in it and to stay on the finance. But it's up to her. But if she chose it, go.
Well, it was the third choice.
Mhm.
Okay. So I got everybody, all 4
Mhm.
for each?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody okay with your
Yes.
committee chairs? If you don't, see me after the meeting. Thank you, everybody. Yes, the chair recognizes Mrs. Ramos.
Just for the record, I know Ms. Garcia knew, but I have full faith in her that her background in education will help to serve and you're gonna be the chair of the Student Success Committee. So I wanted to share that with you because I want the public to know that as an incoming trustee, you know, usually we kind of get our feet wet and stuff, but I have enough confidence in you and more than enough confidence in you that you're coming from the high school and that you know what student success is all about. So I'm here to help you with whatever you need. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Anything else? So I'm giving you my full confidence. Because of your background. Okay, next item I have is the executive session. We have several items. 11A is discussion with Laredo College District Attorney concerning Laredo College President recommendation to terminate the employment of a Laredo College tenured faculty member as per board policy DMAA local term contracts termination mid-contract and DMAA legal term contracts termination mid-contract closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code sections 551.071 and 551.074. 11B is closed session discussion with Laredo College District Board and attorney for consideration and possible acceptance of real property to be donated to Laredo College pursuant to Texas Government Code sections 551.071, 551.072, and 551.073. 11C is closed session discussion with the college president pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.074 regarding the employment, reassignment, and duties of certain employees due to a reorganization. The next item is 11D, discussion to evaluate board member to request of travel and reimbursement of reasonable travel expenses as per Laredo College Board policies, BBG local, board members, compensation and expenses, and BBH local. Board members, conventions, conferences, and workshops, including possible legal issues. Closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071 and 551.074.
Motion that we go into executive session, Madam Chair.
So I have a motion by Mr. Martinez to go into executive session, second by Mr. Delgado and Mrs. Ramos. Any discussion? The chair here is none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I'd like to recognize Ms. Karina Elizondo in attendance. So at this time, we're gonna go into executive session. The time is 1:01, and the board will adjourn into executive session pursuant to sections 551.071, 551.074, 551.072, and 3 of the Texas Government Code to discuss agendas 11A, 11B, 11C, and 11D. Thank you, everybody.
No, the.
Is it 7 o'clock?
The time is 2:50. 2:50, sorry, oh my God. We reconvened from closed session and the board took no action in executive session. Will take appropriate action on items if necessary as discussed in closed session. The first item is 12A, Laredo College President recommendation to terminate the employment of a Laredo College tenured faculty member as per board policy DMAA. Local term contracts termination, mid-contract, and DMAA legal term contracts termination, mid-contract. Do I have a motion?
Madam Chair, if I'm in order, I move to terminate the employment of the faculty member discussed in executive session under item 11A of the board's agenda for the reasons set forth in the letter of recommendation for termination.
So I have a motion by Mr. Delgado. Do I have a second?
Second.
So I have a second by Mr. Rangel and Dr. Carranza. Any discussion?
No, ma'am.
None heard. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 12B, consideration and possible acceptance of real property donated to Laredo College.
I move that we accept item 12B.
So I have a motion by Mr. Martinez to accept the donation. Do I have a second?
So move.
So I have a second by Mr. Delgado and Dr. Carranza. Any discussion? Nothing heard? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 12C, employment, reassignment, and duties of certain employees due to a reorganization.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the reorganization presented to the board during executive session.
Second.
So I have a motion by Mr. Delgado. I have a second by Mr. Rangel. Any discussion? I recognize Ms. Elizondo.
Okay, well, I just want to say, particularly for the recruitment and dual program, I'm a little skeptical about this, given the history of these programs. These two sub-departments are extremely important to the well-being of the college. They are tasked with the responsibility of filling this college with life, bringing people. I think they are each their own, and they both carry their own expertise. Just please exercise diligence and give it the importance that it has. So every single college and department relies severely on the performance of those two departments.
Anything else? So I call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. 12E, approval to establish a workforce industry development. Sorry?
12D.
12D. What did I say? I said D.
Oh, cute.
12D. Approval to establish a global import-export logistics center. Dr. Benita Ramirez.
Yes, Madam Chair, in line with a special item that we received from the state legislature, we are reestablishing, reigniting, rebuilding, and adding to our global import and export logistics center. It will continue to be housed at the De La Garza Center. And so we're very excited about the possibilities in enrollment that it will bring. and certainly our partnerships that we have with both Luzbach and Alpha, and all of our logistics and import-export partners, both at the local, state, and national level.
Motion approved.
Second.
So I have a motion by Mr. Rangel, I have a second by Mr. Delgado, discussion. None heard, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. 12E, approval to establish a workforce and industry development center, Dr. Benita Ramirez.
Yes, Madam Chair. We're going to, the plan is to, as part of our initiative to help students find employment, we're creating a workforce development center to not only provide soft skills, but to help students find internships and job placement. As you heard me mention earlier, one of the initiatives in our new funding structure that's being proposed to the state legislature is for us to actually place and track all of our graduating students for a minimum of 1 year. And we believe that this workforce development center will be the conduit to help us not only track the students, but actually get them to a place of employment. And so we're really excited about the opportunities. We're really excited about the people that we propose to put in there. We think that they're going to do a great job for the college.
Motion approved.
Second.
So I have a motion by Ms. Elizondo. I have a second by Mr. Rangel and Mr. Delgado. Any discussion? None heard, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 12F, approval of board member travel and reimbursement of reasonable travel expenses as per Laredo College Board Policies, BBG Local, board members' compensation and expenses, and BBH Local, board members' conventions, conferences, and workshops. Dr. Benita Ramirez.
Yes, Madam Chair, as part of the upcoming events throughout the legislative session, we're as we partner with the Texas Association of Community Colleges, we're being asked to participate not only in the opening session, but in Community College Day and Laredo Days in Austin, and then at the national level at ACCT. And so I would like this board to consider having representation from our board at all of these events in Austin and possibly even in DC. And so for that, we added this to the board agenda for your consideration.
Motion to approve the list that was provided in executive session, including Laredo Day, or Laredo, because it wasn't in the.
Second.
So I have a motion by Mr. Rangel. I have a second by Mr. Delgado and Dr. Carranza. Any discussion? None heard, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next items we have is President's Report and Communications. We have 13A, which is an enrollment report. Dr. Ramirez.
Madam Chair. Item 13A, I would like to defer for next board meeting.
Okay, so I have a motion on 13A, the enrollment report, to refer it to our next board meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Mr. Delgado. Any discussion?
No.
Not heard. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Madam Chair,
Sorry, Dr. Solis.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
if I may,
Dr. Garza.
each of you got an enrollment report on your desk. There are a couple of things that are on here that we were going to discuss that we will bring to you in January at our next board meeting. And it's all of the initiatives that we're now doing, and possibly to answer Ms. Elizondo's questions about what it is that we're doing to bring in more students to the college in a variety of ways. And so we'll bring that to you in January.
Okay. Next item 13B, campus police personnel and travel reports. Dr. Benita Ramirez.
So campus police right now, we have nothing to report in this month's activity. We are planning and preparing for January 9th, which is our back to school in service. You have on your place settings a copy of the agenda of what's going to happen on that day. It is an in-service for all of our employees and our welcome back to them. Tonight, we do have our winter dance for all of our employees at La Posada Hotel. We hope that you all are planning to join us this evening. In addition to that, we did have some travel that I do want to make you aware of. The leadership team was at Saks. We were there for a week. And there's a lot going on. We are getting a new liaison from Saks. As you all may recall, our 5th-year review is up in 2025. And so we have to be prepared for that. One of the big, there are 2 big initiatives that we have to be mindful of. One is DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion have become a very large part of what we're going to be graded on. And 2, to make sure that all of our offsites are accounted for and that we're having oversight over what's happening at all of our other campuses. And so both from an instruction standpoint, from a service standpoint, and from a risk management standpoint. So we're making sure that we're going to be in compliance. Ms. Belle Whelan, who is the CEO of Saks, has volunteered that at our next workshop, she would like to address our board in support of Saks and what our board, Saks means to our board and to our institution. And so we'll keep that on the back burner. We do have an ACCT workshop that we won as part of a raffle and drawing. So ACCT, as you all know, we're planning that event. I believe it's March 5th, 4th. So please mark your calendars. That is going to be, they're sending down a consultant for us. We're not paying anything for this, but this is certainly for those that cannot attend ACCT, we're bringing ACCT to us. And so I hope you make plans to be present on that day. There are lots of other things happening. We had a graduation this morning for our cadets in our police academy. Next week, we have our first graduation for our bachelor's in organizational leadership. I hope some of you can join us for that. It is going to be a very special day for Laredo College in offering the first graduates of that bachelor's degree. And so we're very much looking forward to that. Keep in mind that the campus will be closed over the holidays, but we do have wintermester going on. And so wintermester begins Monday, right? Monday. And so we do have some employees that will be working over the Christmas holidays, and we're very cognizant of that as well. I could go on and on and on and on, but I won't because it's late and everybody's hungry. So thank you all very much for your support. And I certainly look forward to working with our officers again and with all of you. Thank you to Dr. Carranza. I welcome Ms. Erica Garcia to our board. I look forward to an incredible year 2023. So Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy New Year. I hope to see you at the party tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Ramirez. The next meeting date is scheduled for Tuesday, January 31st at 6 p.m. 2023, 6 p.m. and it'll be a regular board of trustees meeting.
So
The next, so I have a move to adjourn from Mr. Delgado and a second by Mr. Rangel. Any discussion? All in favor?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody.
Merry Christmas to everybody and thank you for joining us today. Motion passes, meeting adjourned.